He was cool. He was laid back, Slim. You know, he an older dude from out St. Louis. You know, he an older dude from out St. Louis, man. Big money, old timer from out St. Louis. You know, Jai got a little bit of time. You know, he got some little time and shit. And you could tell like he one of them older dudes, you know. See, one thing about me, Slim, I'm good at analyzing motherfucker. You know, we from the city, so like, you know, we good at like, even though you know, we don't really fuck with a lot of dudes like that, but you know, we good at analyzing dudes because you know we get, you know, they hate us in the system, Slim. So we got a lot of enemies. So you know, we real good at watching our surroundings. So you know, I'm good at analyzing dudes. You know what I'm saying? I could be around you for a day and already know what you about. You see what I'm saying? So, like, mind you, like I told you, right, Slim, when he came in our unit, like in the TV room. I told you I ran the two TVs up on the third floor. So I'm the only one with the remote. So his seat was literally like they put his seat right next to mine in the TV room. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, weeks and weeks going by, you can't just come in there and demand to be in control of nothing and all that if you ain't been in there. You know, at this time I had been in there. By the time Ak had got there, I had probably been in that joint like I say like about 16, maybe 17 months. You know what I'm saying? Right. So by the time he came up in there, I say like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, probably like a month then went past. You know, I see this what he like to do. He like to watch that TV. He laid back. He don't really go out on the compound like that. So, you know, and he respectful. He an old timer. You understand? And you know, I respect men, Slim. So he an old timer, he respectful, he quiet, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, boom. I'm like, what's up, man? You know, when I go out and work out and shit, or when I'm going out doing what I'm doing and shit, man, hey, you can hold the remote. That's how me and Slim John like start fucking with each other, cause his seat was right next to me in the TV room. And I was running the joint, but I used to, when I go out like to work out and shit like that, I let him hold the remote. And when I come back in, he got it sitting in my seat or he bring it straight to me. So that's how I like built a little relationship with him because he sat right next to me in the TV
Let me
room.
ask you this though: did you
Yeah.
know who he was?
Yeah, I know who, man. Listen, Mo. I know who everybody is, man. I know who everybody is, man. You ain't listen. If you somebody, you they gotta run it past me first, man. You gotta run it past me. You understand?
So,
Yeah,
so you know that he's the dude connected to Big Meech. What I mean, what's he
yeah, I
telling you?
knew.
You guys get close. What does he tell you?
Listen, see now, man, no disrespect to Op, right? But I'm gonna tell you straight up. He know me though. He know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you straight up. I told him, I said, listen, man, you know I was in FCI Phoenix with Slim. That's my man. Like I'm in pictures with Slim and all that. Like I used to work out with that dude every day for 2 hours straight for like 6 months. That's how I built a relationship with the dude, Meech, right? And I told him, I said, you know, that used to be my man when I was out on the West Coast. He was like, yeah, man, you know the dude he told on me this and that, boom. I'm like, yeah. He was like, yeah. He said, so I'm like, one day I pull up on him. I'm like, man, what's up, man? I remember you told me you was gonna show me that shit, boom, boom. So he bring the paperwork out, right? He brings the paperwork out, right? Now, when he bring the paperwork out, I'm like, okay, boom, I'm right there. Now, he put all the shit out on the table, right? Now he showing me this shit that say CS1, this and that, boom, boom, boom. Like he showing me some shit about a female that's supposed to been like some type of informant for like the DEA or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm like, okay, boom. I'm reading through all the shit. He's showing me all the shit, boom, 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 all the shit, right? So I'm like, okay, I like, but where the shit with my man name on it though? You know what I'm saying? It's nothing in this paperwork right here that's clarifying what you saying as far as Slim. Like, if you listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? No disrespect to nobody, Slim. You know, we on man time. Like everybody knows, Slim. If you done did time in the system, if you try and say that somebody is fucked up, if you trying to put a bone on a man and say that he fucked up, man, you gotta have some type of proof with that, man. You gotta have some type of paperwork, Slim. You got to. If you can't show me no paperwork with that man name on it, Slim, then you just speculating. At the end of the day, you speculating because you saying, okay, the bride's supposed to be one of his business partners. She got the rights to BMF and this and that and all that, right? And he didn't stop. He didn't cut ties with her after after she became an informant or some shit like that, or and for real, I don't really know if he Slim knew that she was fucked up at the time when he was still doing business with her or whatever. I don't even know, Slim. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm like, but where you showing me all this shit? Like, where's the paperwork with my man name? Show me something with Slim on it. You understand? He ain't show me nothing.
He's pretty much telling you that the chick was working for the DEA trying to help him out, but his name ain't in the paperwork, and on the federal level, they don't accept that, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got to show something. You saying that he was the one supposed to have been sending her that sent. I guess Slim was saying. I guess he was saying like Slim is supposed to have been the one that sent the bride to him and got him hemmed up, right? Like Slim was sending the bride to different dudes that set different dudes up so he can get a time cut and shit like that.
So he's alleging like pretty much that she was doing the third party cooperation to try to get Meech out of jail. That's what he was saying.
Exactly, right? But at the same time, okay, if you saying that, like you, where's that at though? That's what I'm saying.
What did Cuff say when you told him that? When you're like, yo, where's it at?
He was like, oh yeah, watch this. So he was like, oh nah, because we called each other and shit. He like, nah, man, I just sent some other paperwork that's supposed to have his name on it over the bluegrass, right? To my man over bluegrass, right? So I'm like, okay, man, when you get it back from the dude, man, make sure you pull up on me, man. Let me see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Right? So he like, all right, boom. So I say like a couple days go by. I'm like, man, what's up, man? You did you get the paperwork back from the dude? He like, oh, man, my man got locked up with the shit. He went to the hole with the shit, right? And when I went to because if you go to the hole with somebody else's paperwork, you're supposed to be able to go to the lieutenants and let them know, like, listen, man, he got my legal mail. Can I get my legal mail from this guy? You understand? He got my legal mail. So he tell me like, oh, man, they locked the dude up yesterday, man. He in the hole. He had my shit, boom, boom. So I went to the lieutenant's office and they saying that they can't give me my legal mail out his property. I'm like, okay, so once he told me that, I just left it alone. You know what I'm saying? I left it alone, Slim. Because at the end of the day, these dudes ain't from my city. You understand? I fucked it with Slim, but whatever what they got going on is for real. Because at the end of the day, they ain't from DC. You understand? Neither one of them. You understand? I had a little rapport with the dude Meech. You understand? I fuck with Ock too. Like for real, I really had a more personal relationship with Ock because I did a longer time with him, and we jive like I could actually say I had a closer relationship with Cuffy than I did with Slim. You know what I'm saying? Because Slim just came and went real fast. You know what I'm saying? But I jive had a real personal, because I told you, like, me and I sat beside each other in the TV room all day, every day, like chopping, like this was my man. I fucked it with Cuff. I fucked it with Ock. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, them niggas ain't from the city, so yeah, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And yeah, man. But Ock was cool, man. But he couldn't show me nothing with Slim name on it though.
Let me ask you this, right? I know you got your phone dinging, but listen, what was Meech like when you were with me? What was he like?
Oh, that was my man, Slim. I ain't gonna lie to you. Good dude. You hear me? Hey, listen. One thing about Slim, I can say, you got three type of millionaires that's in the feds, right? You got one type of millionaire that's like the one that's like real lurid, worried about a motherfucker extorting them, really ain't coming out like that. They shine away. They know they got a little money and shit, but They really ain't trying to be seen like that because they worrying about motherfuckers extorting them, getting on their line, carrying them shit like that. Boom, that's one type of millionaire. Then you got the other type of millionaire that's like real cocky, arrogant. Like, man, I don't gotta be around these type of motherfuckers, man. I can stay in, man. I got all the money. Boom, boom. Motherfucker jump out there. Then boom, boom, boom. Right, we could do whatever. Real arrogant, cocky. Then you got them other type of millionaires. It's the third type of millionaire, man. You see in the feds. Right, it's them millionaires, man, that's like regular homies, like that don't give a fuck, like they gonna be out on the compound, they functioning amongst the men, you understand? They ain't ducking, they ain't hiding, they ain't curring themselves on no type of status, like like dudes like Boosie and niggas like that, you know what I'm saying? Regular motherfuckers that might got a certain status out here in society, but still gonna keep it like they just regular motherfuckers. That's the type of dude, man, Slim was, the dude Meech, man. I can vouch for that. Anybody that was out there with us can vouch for that. Like, Slim ain't ducking, hiding, none of that. He out on the yard every single day, man, 2 hours straight, working out, same place every day, ain't ducking, hiding, none of that, Slim. Good dude, man.
Meech was a real street dude. I mean, he wasn't, he came up hard and he ended up making it, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, from what I know so far, I ain't really do too much background on him before I met him. Of course, I did time before I did this bid. I did my first bid. So, my first bid, we used to be reading all the Don Divas and we read the Fed magazine, Don Diva. That's all we used to get. Because I was at a joint called Rivers. They called it Wagon Hut. That's a DC jump. It's a DC and immigration, you know what I'm saying? So at the time when I was down there, it's like 600 DC homies, like 600 immigration. It's like half and half, but it's nothing but DC inmates go to that joint. So the whole city down there, you know what I'm saying? We was down there I was down there 07, 08, 09, 010, you know what I'm saying? And at that time, all we was getting was Fed magazine and Don Diva. And I was hip to him. I'm hip to him. But I don't really, we don't see the generation where I come from, Slim. We don't dig rise, Slim. We not starstruck. You understand? So at the end of the day, I knew who he was, but at the end of the day, man, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really care about Slim like that.
He's just another man. I'm gonna tell you this. I had a dude in Raybrook, right? Yeah. Supposed to be this big money dude, and all these dudes are all around him, and they're like, "Yo, man, look at his pictures." I said, "Man, I don't give a fuck about that man or his pictures.